Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Fanime with I'm Kien, and this week I know we haven't been reviewing My Hero Academia on a daily basis. We've had other things, we've started BroQuest, and we started doing working on Jay's stuff, so we haven't had time to really work on a lot of things besides the main podcast and the D&D podcast. But what I wanted to bring up today is the latest episode of My Hero Academia, Todoroki versus Bakugou, and why is the new evolution for shonen battle manga, in my opinion, of course. So let's just go and talk. Let's go into the episode first. So the episode opens up with Bakugou and Todoroki meeting up in the waiting room. Todoroki is at first just concentrating on like the next round. Like he's like, I faced Deku, and he made me use my power. He met his dad and told him, this is my power, not yours. And you think, oh shit, this is actually going to be dope as fuck. Then Bakugou comes in and is all mad at first. He's like, what are you doing in my waiting room? This is what makes Bakugou one of my favorite characters, that his assumptions just kick in, not realizing that this isn't the right waiting room. But in Bakugou's fashion, and this is what makes Bakugou such an excellent adversary, is he's like, listen, I don't want you to hide everything. Deku made you go all out. I want you to go all out against me. Flips the table, and that is where the fight begins. Now, I've just got to tell you guys, like, I cannot put into words how incredible this fight was. If you thought Deku's and Todoroki's fight was awesome, this one just blows it out of the water. So beautifully animated. So Todoroki, once again, and this is the one thing that saddens me, relies only on his ice powers. Because he's like, you broke my rules, Deku, not again. And they're evenly matched. But Bakugou knows all of Todoroki's ice technique. He's like, listen, I've watched you all this time, and you are not going to take this victory from me. Because no matter what, if Todoroki doesn't use his full power, Bakugou doesn't feel like he wins because he feels like he was given a handicap. And this is, again, gives Bakugou the greatest character development in this arc, is that at first, when you first meet Bakugou, you think he's just some, like, sociopathic asshole who's like, I just want to blow shit up. No, the guy is smart. The guy is smart, talented, and knows how to use it. His powers evolved from the first season to the second season. He can now use its explosions to fly around, create missiles, turning himself into a human missile to break down into things. So Bakugou is a smart guy, and he is by far, I know Deku is the main character, and I know everyone else is like, I love Deku. I love Bakugou. Maybe because he gives that Vegeta vibe, maybe not. So what it really boils down to is that at the end, Todoroki is about to use his fire power, but Endeavor decides to open up his mouth and be like, yes, use my power, and Todoroki freezes. Ha ha ha, pun intended. And Bakugou's like, no, use your power. And Deku stands up and tells him to use his power. Then they try to fight it out, and Bakugou wins with Todoroki not using his ice power. Todoroki is passed out, just KO'd out of the ring in his ice chamber. Bakugou is running up to him, like, pissed off about this. He's like, you took this from me. I'm going to take this from you. And just, Midnight had to stop him. Which leads to one of the funniest scenes in the series, is that when they show the three top people to give them the medals, Bakugou is number one and is all chained up. This is the greatest scene ever. Him just chained up like a supervillain would be. All Might comes down, hands them all the medals, and gives Todoroki a hug and telling him, like, this is your power. You do what you want to do with it. And then Todoroki's like, I have so much I need to do to go on the path. Like, I thought it was going to be here like this, but it totally wasn't. So there's that. And then what it goes into next, and it goes into the character development for Ida. Ida's brother Ingenium was just attacked by the hero killer. And Ida goes to his brother who's in the hospital surviving surgery, and his brother is the one who's like, I'm sorry I failed you. And Ida feels so hurt. He's like, no, I failed you. I should have been here. I should have came to protect you. And it's just a beautiful scene. And then it goes to one of my all-time favorite scenes in anime that just gave me chills. I'm even just chilling out thinking about this. Todoroki is leaving to go talk to his mom, and his sister's like, are you sure you should go? This probably isn't a good idea. You haven't seen her forever." And Todoroki's like, I have to do this. Like, I can't just not. So Todoroki is goes in this inner monologue about like, I want to be a hero. I want to use my power, but all I can think about is what you did to me, Mom. And he goes to this mental hospital that she's in, opens the door, and says, "Hello, Mother." Walking in, and then it goes into the freeze frames in this monologue in this beautiful watercolored style art, saying like, this is the path of the hero, and he's going to get her out. He's going to save her. That is his goal, to be a hero. Oh, it's just such a beautiful episode. And then my favorite part goes into all the last gags is Ukachaka's parents came to visit, and like she's so shocked that her eyes pop out, and like in the beginning Max and I were watching this and we're like, does her mom have cloud powers? No, she's putting Ukachaka's eyes back in. And it is so hilarious. And then it goes to Deku's mom, who is like scolding Deku and being like, you shouldn't do all this stuff. I know you want to be a hero. And he's like, Deku's like, you're right, I have to be better at this for everyone. And then it ends with Bakugou's gag, who is like, he's even angry brushing his teeth. And it's just like his parents are telling him, stop yelling. And it's just, oh, it's a great episode. And it's like, why is this episode important, and why I decided to bring it up instead of talking about the other episodes? It gave me chills. Like, I have not been this pumped. I've not been this pumped for like a fight, for like a thing since like I know I'm a Dragon Ball Z fanboy since I saw Resurrection F in theaters. That's the same kind of feeling I got. This like feeling like awestruck and just amazing artwork and everything. Like the artwork is so beautiful in this one. Like watch it. I'll even put a link on Funimation or Crunchyroll. Like just watch it. You need to. You need to watch this episode. And the last part is, it's evolution for the shonen battle manga for me. Like, I look at classic Dragon Ball as the basis of this. It's coming back to that, where like your main character is strong, but he's not the strongest. He loses to people who are his rivals. Like when you think back at that, you just think back of like old school Dragon Ball and old school Ramna. They're not the strongest, but they're pretty well versed. But then you see modern battle manga that has them pitted up against villains that they can beat so easily. So this is bringing back the format for me for classic battle manga. And like I said, this is a 10 out of 10 episode, and we're gonna do a season 2 recap instead. I know, I'm sorry guys. We were doing it really well, but then it was like everything came to a halt. But this has been Fanime. Check out the new episode of My Hero Academia. It's amazing.